How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning in to my video. The Second Amendment group, called the Second Amendment Foundation, has filed a Freedom of Information Act request to the White House. The Second Amendment Foundation's Investigative Journalism Project has filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the White House seeking copies of documents, both digital and print, that show interactions between White House staff and members of gun control and gun safety groups. The FOIA request was made by Investigative Journalist Project editor Lee Williams. The Biden-Harris administration runs the least transparent White House in recent history. Everything is conducted in secret, behind closed doors, Williams said. Through this Freedom of Information Act request, we will start holding the shot callers accountable for their constant infringements on our Second Amendment rights. At the very least, we will find out who was actually orchestrating their war on guns. Second Amendment Foundation founder and executive vice president Alan Gottlieb said the move was necessary in order to learn just how closely and under the radar the Biden White House is working with the gun prohibition lobby on legislation and other efforts to impair our Second Amendment rights. Joe Biden is a perennial anti-gun rights politician, and he has spent his entire career various gun control schemes that would turn the right to keep and bear arms into a heavily regulated privilege. Thanks to the Freedom of Information Act, we might be able to learn just how deeply entrenched the gun ban movement has become in his administration. The FOIA request seeks copies of all documents, including emails and visitor logs, between the White House and gun control and gun safety groups, including but not limited to Everytown for Gun Safety, Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, Giffords Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence, the Trace Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, Mayors Against Illegal Guns, Third Way, the Newtown Action Alliance, Gun Control Giving Fund, Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, the Violence Policy Center, Gun Violence Archive, Sandy Hook Promise, March for Our Lives, Johns Hopkins Center for Gun Violence Solutions, Alliance for Gun Responsibility, and Guns Down America. If the Biden White House declines to produce the requested materials, we're all going to wonder why, Gottlieb said, and we will not be satisfied until we get some answers, even if it means a court fight. Big kudos to the Second Amendment Foundation Investigative Journalism Project for filing this Freedom of Information Act and looking out for everyone's Second Amendment rights. As always, let me know your thoughts about the story in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to like, share, and subscribe, and hit those post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.